That's quite profound.
Yeah.
So the next question will be going on is, if there is no evidence for God, isn't it more reasonable to disbelieve in something rather than to believe in something?
I would say that I will die on the hill that says that agnosticism is the most rational explanation of everything. But at the same time, there are quite a number of arguments for God. For example, in my opinion, the material world isn't exactly everything. For example, we come into this question of consciousness. We have evolved in this way to get consciousness, to question everything. That isn't necessarily important for survival, but we still have it. We still have this consciousness, things that can question. And it is interesting to note that science does not really have an answer for this. How it developed, why it developed, how does it work?
The hard problem of consciousness.
Exactly.
We're evolved to only know the material world because that is what we need for our survival. Because
But we
we
do not-
ourselves are stuck in this material world.
Exactly. This reminds me of an argument by Alvin Plantinga. He basically says the evolutionary argument against naturalism, in which he says that our senses are developed to survive in the Saharan Africa, to hunt animals, to eat fruits. So isn't it weird that we are just able to question everything, that we are able to cook food, to take it to discover the inner workings of a star some billions of light years away? That is extraordinary. That is not required for survival, but we still do it. That could be an argument for God too. So is it reasonable to believe in God? Yeah. Is it necessary to believe in God?
No.
Not really, no.
So it depends on person to person about if a metaphysical concept of reality actually exists or not, or whether in that metaphysical reality God exists or not. And due to that fact, because we exist in a reality that is not reachable to that specific metaphysical reality, it is our choice to rather believe in God or not.